All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to be breaking down a really fascinating and deeply philosophical document, the Infernal Pact of Belial. We're going to get into the nature of its author, his most infamous creation, and of course, the chilling mechanics of the contract itself. Let's get started.
Right off the bat, this quote just sets the stage, doesn't it? We are not talking about some simple beast from the pit. No, this is a primordial, intellectual force, one that claims it was there before creation as we know it. This one line tells you everything. Belial operates on a cosmic scale of philosophy, not just simple fire and brimstone.
Okay, so to really get a grip on this pact, we've got to understand the being who wrote it. Our first section here digs into Belial, the Prince of Lawlessness, the master of all things hollow and vain.
And this slide right here highlights the key distinction. You got to forget the horned brutes you might be picturing. Belial is a Mephistophelian figure, like the cunning, intellectual devil from the story of Faust. He's the spirit that always denies. See, while other demons might want your flesh, Belial is after something way more profound, the complete and total subjugation of your will. His battlefield isn't the physical world, it's your mind.
And his whole aesthetic just illustrates this perfectly. His appearance isn't designed to terrify you. It's designed to command this cold, intellectual respect. He's an elegant shadow, clothed in the velvet of midnight. His voice isn't some monstrous roar. It's like the rustle of dry parchment, the sound of ancient binding contracts. And those eyes, holding the cold clarity of a winter moon that just reflects his utter lack of passion or rage. It's all replaced by pure, calculating indifference.
And this gets us to the very heart of his philosophy. Belial is a cosmic nihilist. He doesn't hate the light. He's just bored by it. He sees morality as this painted veil, a flimsy little distraction hiding what he believes is the true nature of existence, a glorious rot. His goal isn't really to destroy you, but to get you to agree with his bleak, empty view of reality.
All right, so let's see how this pretty abstract philosophy actually becomes something real, something tangible. His most famous and terrifying creation, the cursed bloodline of the Nosferatu.
This table, wow, it really breaks down his masterpiece of cynicism. First, he doesn't grant eternal life. He gives a living death, a parody of eternity that mirrors his own infernal exile. Then you have the Seed of Orlok, a nod to the classic vampire, which is basically the moment Belial whispered his philosophy of nothingness into the world. The vampire's insane hunger, that's not just a curse, it's the physical form of what Belial sees as humanity's own bottomless greed. And finally, pestilence, the plague the vampire carries. That becomes the ultimate truth, the great equalizer that proves all our moral structures are completely meaningless. And this right here is the central belief for his followers. It's a huge shift in perspective. Serving Belial means accepting a kind of dark enlightenment. It's the ultimate cynical worldview, where the life-giving sun is a deception, and the only thing that's truly real is the decay that comes for every single one of us, no matter who we are.
So, the big question is, how do you even sign up for this worldview? Well, that brings us to the pact itself. And let me tell you, this isn't some simple deal for power or money. Oh no, this is a metaphysical transaction, a contract of pure negation.
Now this is what I find so fascinating about Belial's power. He carries this infernal grimoire, but it doesn't have any spells for creation. Its pages are filled with negations. His power is purely deconstructive. He doesn't build anything. He just gives you the philosophical justification to watch it all crumble. He undoes meaning, he unravels morality, and he erases conviction.
Which leads us to the crucial question. If his power is only to undo things, what is he actually offering you in one of these pacts? What's the real prize for signing on the dotted line?
I mean, the offer sounds monumental, doesn't it? The keys to the universe itself. Absolute knowledge, ultimate power. It seems like everything you could ever want is right there for the taking. But you know there's a catch.
And there it is, the ultimate cosmic punchline. He gives you the keys, but only after he's already removed all the locks. The power he gives you is totally meaningless because, in the process of making the pact, he has completely subjugated your will. You have the keys, sure, but you no longer have the desire or the purpose or the self to use them for anything. You've become just as hollow as his philosophy.
And all of this, it all culminates in this central defining paradox that's known as the broken yoke.
Okay, so here's the trap. Belial offers you freedom. He says he'll break the yoke that binds you to the laws of God and all that pesky morality. But that freedom, it's a total illusion. The second that yoke is broken, a new one slams down in its place, the primal, insatiable hunger of the Strigoi, the vampire. You've just traded the yoke of morality for the far, far heavier yoke of hunger. You trade one master for another, and the new one is infinitely more demanding.
So let's just sum up the nature of this deal, shall we? You're convinced to barter your insufferable light, your conscience, your soul, for what he presents as the clean darkness of the void. These contracts are legalistic masterpieces, apparently written in Enochian, the mythical language of angels, which just adds this whole other layer of cosmic irony. They're designed specifically to prey on human greed, presenting this choice to embrace decay as some twisted form of transcendence.
You know, in the end, the text lands on this absolutely stunning paradox to describe Belial. He is the darkness that desires the light. Not to destroy it, necessarily, but to engage with it, to deny it, to constantly test it and prove how fragile it is. And it's that constant push and pull that gives him his power.
And that leaves us with this one final chilling thought. Because Belial doesn't fight with brute force, traditional symbols of good, like the cross, can only do so much. He's not attacking your body. He's attacking the philosophical foundations of belief itself. So the question isn't whether you can fight the shadow. It's whether you can answer its cold, sophisticated arguments.